Jenny, turn that thing down.
Jenny, switch it off, switch it off.
What's the matter? Turn it back on. Are you mad? Keep your voice down. Why should I keep my voice down? Why should I?
Quiet, you'll wake him.
Wake who? Shh. All right. Who will I wake up? Well, who do you think? Dad, of course.
The black bear.
Is he still asleep?
Shh. Yes, he's still asleep and we want him to stay asleep for a little while.
Till when? November would be good. What is wrong with you two?
It's Sunday and it's raining.
Well, it's not my fault. I'm only a little kid. Yeah, but you know how Dad gets on a rainy Sunday?
He gets bored.
And cranky. And fidgety.
Why are we talking like Huey, Dewey and Louie?
And he drives everybody mad, so the longer we can keep him asleep, the less we have to suffer. Besides, there's something else.
There is?
Yeah, don't you realise this is the first time in the history of our planet that I will beat Dad up?
You couldn't beat up an egg.
I don't mean beat him up. I mean get up before him. It's never happened before. That's true. Yeah, so when he finally does wake up, I'm going to give him heaps.
Like what?
Well, you know the usual jokes he goes on with. Oh, good afternoon, Deborah. Oh, well, it's the late Debbie Kelly. Oh, those jokes. Yes, then there's the ultimate question. And what time of the day do you call this, young lady? Well, today is going to get him all back.
She's taking this very seriously.
You bet I am. I'm going to get my alarm clock and wave it in his face. Boy, what about that charity in this house?
Well, you know, Debbie, she's about as charitable as a ferret attacking a sock. Now, keep the noise down because we don't want to wake him.
Wake who?
The black bear.
The black bear? The black bear. You wouldn't happen to be talking about me by any chance, would you?
Dad, I don't know what it means. The big kid's going to be saying.
Oi, you, come back here. And you should know better than to teach us stuff like that.
Oh, come on, Dad. You know you're a bear on wet weekends. You drive everyone mad.
I do not. Oh, and what time of the day do you call this to be getting up?
That's not fair. That is not fair. I owe flowers. Simon, you tell him.
Well?
I've never seen this woman before in my life.
Right. Anyone going to finish these scrambled eggs?
No, Dad, you can throw them out.
Throw them out? Throw them out? Is that your answer to everything?
No.
Well, how would it be every time I got fed up with you, I threw you out?
You do.
Well, that's because he deserves it. Do you have any idea how much eggs cost these days?
No, Dad. How much do eggs cost?
I don't know, a lot.
How do you know that?
Well, everything costs a lot, and it's going up. But I'll tell you what, I'm not throwing out good food.
Dad, that is not good food. That is cold scrambled eggs.
Well, I'll keep it, and then later on I can heat it up again.
What in?
The microwave.
We don't have a microwave.
Well, we might get one. And if we don't, then I'll throw out the scrambled eggs. Oh, why is this?
Why is this?
2 months ago, you bought 42 Tupperware tubs, and now we only have 6 left. Where have all the others gone?
Long time passing.
Oh, shut up. I tell you, they've all disappeared.
Well, maybe they're going to visit Nana.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Maybe they flew north for the winter.
Look at this. We've got 36 lids. So? The 6 that are missing are the 6 that fit these tubs. I mean, why do they always do this? I mean, why don't Tupperware mate for life like giraffes do?
Oh, Dad, bite the bullet and take the scrambled eggs and throw it in the garbage.
Good morning, everyone. Isn't it a great day?
Ah, Gerald, my boy, open wide. Here comes the aeroplane.
Dad, calm down.
I can't. I hate today. There's nothing to do.
Well, read the Sunday papers.
I can't. The paper boy didn't throw it on the veranda and it got soaking wet. Now every time I go to read a page, I can see right through to the next page and I never know what I'm reading.
Oh, is that how it happened?
How what happened?
Well, I was wondering how come Fred Bassett was biting the Phantom.
He's an idiot.
I thought any moment now Fred's going to get into terrible trouble with Devil.
I tell you, he's an idiot.
Old Jungle saying, never bite Phantom there.
But where did he bite him?
Oh, on page 3.
Old Chatswood saying, Gerald, place neck here.
No, I don't think I want to do that, Mr. Kelly.
Oh, well, it's worth a try.
Dad, you can't strangle Nudge.
Oh, why not? Give me something to do. What are you doing?
Making money.
With that? Who's going to pay you money for a crummy drawing of my cat Muffy?
The children's puzzle page.
We don't have a cat, Muffy.
So what? I'm not 7 years old. What? Well, I do a lousy drawing of a cat, send it in, saying I'm Simon Kelly, age 7.
And they pay you money for that?
Yeah, quite often I get the $5 prize.
That is out and out fraud.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
You mean you do this too?
Well, I tried it once, but it didn't work for me.
What do you mean?
Well, I figured they'd get really cranky if they twigged, so I drew it with my left hand so they wouldn't know it was me.
Boy, you don't miss a trick, do you?
No, and to make doubly sure, I put a false name and address.
And what happened?
Oh, well, I won the major prize that week.
Yeah, how much you get?
Well, nothing, actually. They sent it to the other person.
What other person?
My false name and address. Yeah, Deirdre McIntosh of Panania got my $10 and a Silver Star certificate.
Well, serves you right. And Simon, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I am, Dad. I've only been going for the $5 prizes.
What's that?
What's that? Nah, just a doorbell. You ought to know that. You installed it here.
Did I? Oh, boy, that was lucky, wasn't it?
What was lucky?
Well, if I'd installed it at my place, my father would have killed me.
Nudge, answer the door.
Okay.
Nudge, if you don't open the front door in 3 seconds, you're going to be a dead Gerald.
All right, I'm going. Doesn't anybody have a sense of humour?
Hi, Nudge.
Wonderful. Now the set is complete. Now I've got wall-to-wall idiots.
Dad, don't be so rude.
Well,
That was a terrible thing to say.
well, the only good thing about today was she wasn't here. And now even that's gone.
But all the same, you shouldn't talk to Betty like that. One day she might understand you. Honey, I hope you don't mind my coming over, but it was such a terrible day. I thought we might all play a game.
That's a great idea. Why don't we play Let's All Kill the Dopey Redhead?
Dad, stop it. Yeah. All right, then. Well, who wants to be her? No, I think we should play another game. Well, I thought we might all play this one.
Tycoon, what's that?
That's a new game, and it's really good. You get to lie and cheat and send everyone broke and completely destroy them.
Yeah? That sounds like fun.
Okay, the teams are Jenny and me, Nudge and Debbie, and Dad
Now, I
and...
still say we should have another draw for partners.
Dad, we've drawn 5 times already. I mean, you get Betty every time.
Yeah, it's really good, isn't it? It must be fate. Now, listen, everyone, the first move is stock market trading. Now, has everyone got their buying slips?
Yeah.
Okay, now we've got 30 seconds to buy and sell shares and send each other broke. Time is starting now.
Okay, 45,
Are we going to buy something?
No, not yet. I know what I'm doing.
Oh, what should we sell something?
No, not yet. No, you jump in at the last minute and you make a killing.
Well, when will that be?
Right about now. Okay, I'm buying. What was that?
That was the end.
End? Into what?
End of you, you're out.
Out? Out? What do you mean out?
Out of the game.
We destroyed you, Mr. Kelly.
Yeah, Dad, nothing left but a bit of window diving.
Oh, that's not fair. It's my game and I'm out first time.
Well, you should have chosen a better partner.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah? Wasn't my fault.
Oh, you said you knew what you were doing.
Well, I did. I didn't know what they were doing. Anyway, you distracted me.
Oh, I did not distract you. You just wouldn't let me do anything.
See, I told you, these games cause trouble. See, people playing these kinds of games always end up fighting.
Nonsense.
It's not nonsense. See, Betty and I are fighting.
Yes, Dad, but you are no longer playing the game.
Oh, did you have a late night last night?
Oh, pardon me, Dad, I slept in.
Oh, what time did you get to bed?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock? What were you doing until 2 o'clock in the morning?
We're playing Tycoon, and it's really exciting.
I don't believe you could spend that much time playing such a ridiculous game.
It's not ridiculous, Dad. Jenny and I got on a roll, and we took over the entire transport industry.
Jenny? You mean Jenny was up till 2 o'clock in the morning?
Of course not, Dad.
Oh, well, that's all right.
I went to bed at 2 o'clock. Jenny was still going strong when I left.
I put her to bed at 9:30.
Yeah, she got up at 10:30, right after you went to bed.
Simon, that is very irresponsible of you. You shouldn't have let your little sister to stay up till all hours.
Sorry, Dad.
Well, sorry's all very well, but now she's going to be like a foggy zombie all day.
Think of that.
Well, you should have. You know, if Jenny doesn't get her 10 hours sleep, we can't get her eyes open in the morning. She's going to be like the Walking Dead.
Hi, Dad, how are you?
Hi, Jenny. Jenny, what are you doing with your eyes open?
I don't know. Hey, Simon, I think I've got to sit on the ground floor of a biggie. We can make a fortune if we move fast.
What's she doing awake?
Greed is a great little adrenaline pumper, Dad.
Okay, Jenny, now I'll let you have 2,000 shares of Consolidated at 42.5.
43 and a half.
We're not paying a penny over 43.
Done.
Done.
Right, you all done?
Yep.
Well, your brains are underdone. I tell you, there can only be one end to this sort of game.
Yeah, Simon and I are going to win.
You mean Debbie and I are going to win?
Nudge, are you here for anything important, or are you just grazing?
Just grazing, Mr. Kelly.
I thought so. Now, listen, this game is based on greed.
Well, what's wrong with greed? It's a good, healthy motivation.
Yes, but if you try and beat each other and outsell and outbuy each other, you will all end up fighting.
Oh, nonsense.
It's not nonsense. Why do you think I threw away the Monopoly board when you were 10?
Because they used to beat you.
They did not.
We did so, don't you remember?
Oh, all right, that's beside the point. All I'm saying
Oh,
is...
Dad, you're just cranky because you got our first go.
I did not.
Yeah.
I am not.
And
It's
you
not-
had to play with Betty.
Yeah, well, that's fair enough. I mean, any reasonable person would be. Even Mother Teresa would do a nana if she got Betty as a partner.
Well, don't worry about us, Dad. We're enjoying the game.
Yes, you might be at the moment, but I tell you, it will all end in tears.
Yes, we know, Dad, but you're wrong, believe me.
Right, now I'm buying. Who's selling?
Nudge, exactly what are you buying?
Pork bellies, Mr. Kelly. I'm going to be huge in pork bellies.
Nudge, somehow that's how I've always seen you.
Mr. Kelly? I wonder, could you remember what this word is?
Word? What word?
Well, here in this letter I took down a shortcut the other day. I can't make it out.
Well, Betty, if you can't read your own shortcut, shorthand? What makes you think I'm able to?
Well, I just thought you might be able to remember what it was you said.
All right, I'll see.
It says here, to Terry Aston, I know the address, and it's got the date, and then it goes, and that's what I can't work out, and then it says Terry.
Dear.
Oh, Mr. Kelly.
It says dear. What else would it say? What else could it say?
Oh, see, I told you you might remember.
I didn't remember. For God's sake, woman, it wasn't that hard to work out, was it? I mean, all letters start that way.
What, you mean D. Terry?
Yes, yes.
Oh, what if his name's John?
No, not dear Terry. They all start dear someone.
Oh, well, you want me to change it then?
Change it? Change it to what?
To dear someone. Then, Terry wouldn't know if it was for him or not, would he?
That's right.
So I think we'd just better leave it the way it is.
Betty, how come you were issued with a ballpoint brain?
Because?
Well, they took the brain from a blue bic and gave it to you.
Did they?
Yeah, that's how come your mind goes in and out with a clicking noise.
Well, I will admit that sometimes I get a little confused by modern business methods.
Sometimes.
But that will all change when I learn mind mobilisation.
What?
Mind mobilisation.
What on earth are you talking about?
Well, it's a way of improving my thinking potential. We should all learn to mobilise our minds.
Sounds like you mobilised your mind right off the edge of a cliff.
No, honestly, Mr. Kelly, there's a lecture about it tonight at the town hall. I saw it advertised in the local paper, see? It teaches you how to use your brain.
Betty, the only thing you could use your brain for is bread and dripping.
Well, that may be true now, but once I learn to mobilise my mind, you'll be amazed at the difference it'll make.
Is that right?
Yeah. After all, did you know that Albert Einstein only used 15% of his brain power?
Albert Einstein only needed to use 15% of his brain power. The man was a genius.
Was he? Oh, I thought he must have been really, really dopey. Oh, you learn something every day, don't you?
Dad, can I borrow your calculator for a few minutes?
Oh, yes, all right. But make sure it comes back. What's wrong with yours?
Oh, Jenny took the batteries for a Walkman. Thanks, Dad.
Simon,
Yes, Dad.
haven't you got lectures on this morning?
Yeah, well, I've got something else on today.
What's something else?
Just a bit of extracurricular practical work, that's all.
What sort of extracurricular work?
Oh, it's just an exercise in profit margins, how the economy works, that sort of stuff.
Don't tell me you're still playing that stupid game.
Dad, it's not stupid. It's very informative and it really gets you in.
Oh, you've all skipped uni and tech to play a game.
Dad, it's broadening our experience base and it's a great mental exercise.
Like mind mobilisation.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, like mind mobilization. What is mind mobilization?
It's a way for us to harness the full potential of our brain.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, after all, do you realise that our brains did not come with an instruction book?
So what? Neither did my knee, but I still know how to use it.
Well, Mr. Kelly, you will scoff out the other side of your face when I learn to harness the full quotient of my brain energy.
I'm sure of it, Betty. And when you do, come on over and see me. I might need you to blow out a match.
Okay, so what's our next move?
Well, I'm going to launch a corporate raid on Simon's trucking companies, but I'm offering Jenny a 2-for-1 equity deal if she'll come aboard as joint venture partner.
That sounds great!
Yeah.
What does it mean?
I don't know. I suppose you're just supposed to talk that way when you're a tycoon. I think it means we bribe Jenny to help us waste Simon.
Oh, well, Nudge, do you think that's such a nice idea? I mean, after all, he's your best friend.
True, and he is your brother.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to ask ourselves, Nudge, would Simon do this to us?
Let's get him.
Oh, Mr. Kelly, I'll be off then.
Bye-bye, Betty. See you when your mind is mobilised.
Bye, Nudge. Bye, Debbie.
Oh, bye, Betty. Oh, you're off early?
Yeah, well, Mr. Kelly let me go early today because I'm going to a mind mobilisation lecture tonight.
Oh, who's giving the lecture?
David Dubrovnik. He discovered the marvels of mind mobilisation while touring temples in Tibet.
Sounds more as if he discovered alliteration. I mean, are you sure he's on the up and up?
Oh, how do you mean?
Well, are you sure he's not a con man or something?
Oh, no. I can spot a con man from a mile off. Ever since that dreadful Bernard Berlin came to Walgett.
Yeah, well, what did he do?
Well, he was supposed to give saxophone lessons in the town hall. He signed up 300 people to learn the sax. And if you paid for 9 lessons, you got the 10th lesson free.
What happened?
Well, on the day of the first lesson, we found out he'd left town the night before with all the money.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, it was Walgett's first sax scandal.
All right, let's get on with the next phase of the game.
All right, Jenny, what did you pay for shares in Simon's trucking company?
40.
Well, we're offering 60 for them.
60? That's terrific.
You can't sell those shares. We're partners.
Simon, that's a lot of money. Can you match that offer?
You know I can't. I'm overextended in mining shares.
Think about it, Jen. If you buy for 40 and sell for 60, that's an 80% profit. Isn't it?
Jen, you can't do this to me. I'm your older brother. I mean, I've always looked after you, haven't I?
Sorry, Simon. Looks like I have to go with the Pork Belly King.
Jenny, you can't do this to me.
You sure it's not an 80% profit?
Dad, you have no idea what they're trying to do to me.
Down! Now, I told you this would happen. If you can't play this game quietly, do not play it at all.
Right? That's the way you guys are heading. I'm calling an emergency market.
Right, let's get to it.
It's a 5.
All right, pick a market card, Debbie.
Right. Total market collapse. All shares are worthless. What does that mean?
It means you all lose.
What sort of game is it where everyone loses?
So, now, hang on a minute. For further instructions, open envelope B.
For instructions on how to continue play, send $20 for Tycoon 2. The game continues. That's great. We can keep playing.
Where do we send it to?
Yeah, come on, let's get...
Oh, hold on. Don't you ever learn? There can be no winner to this sort of game. You know, you've even got to send money to find out how to continue.
Yeah, but...
Look, quit while you're ahead. While you're all still talking to each other. No good can come from this.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Kelly. What was the address where you send that $20?
Nudge,
Well, if I get in first, I can beat all of them.
get out of here. Right, Tycoon 2, Post Office Blocks 27, Leichhardt. Right, here's your $20. Now, let's destroy the children. Morning, Betty. How are we today, then? Mind or mobilise, is it?
Oh, don't ask, Mr. Kelly. I do not wish to discuss it.
Oh, so you haven't harnessed all the mighty power of your brain, then?
No.
So we're in no immediate danger of a nuclear meltdown?
No.
So, what happened to David Dubrovnik?
Oh, he wasn't David Dubrovnik. He was a con.
OK, so what happened to Con Dubrovnik?
No. I mean, he was a con man, Mr. Kelly. He was really Bernard Berlin.
Not the man who created the great Walgett sack scandal.
The very same.
Oh, so David Dubrovnik was really Bernard Berlin, eh?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like a man. He sounds like a woman's weekly world discovery tour.
Oh, it was him, all right. I recognised him in spite of his flash beard and his monocle and his ducal Slavian accent.
So, what'd you do?
Well, I couldn't contain myself. The moment I saw him, I jumped up on stage in front of all those people.
Oh, you didn't do anything rash, did you?
Well, I was going to give him a piece of my mind.
Oh, Betty, there are so many things I could say here.
Yeah, but I had a better idea. I gave him a piece of my fist instead.
Hey Dad is a Gary Riley production for the Australian Television Network.
Well, I must say, this makes a change.
Hmm?
I said this makes a change.
What does?
It's Saturday morning.
So?
So usually on Saturday morning, you're glued in front of the television set watching an endless procession of seemingly identical video clips. Nice to see you reading for a change.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, it's quite gratifying for a parent to see his offspring actually using his brain and his God-given sense of reason.
Well, I am an adult now. I feel I should be interested in current events and the important things that are happening in our world.
Quite right, Simon.
Can I have the section with Hagar the Horrible?
I knew this was too good to be true. Well, I better go and wake Deborah. It's almost the crack of noon.
Debbie, she's been up for hours.
Deborah, my daughter Deborah, on a Saturday morning, Deborah? Awake, moving, non-comatose?
Yeah, she's got a new money-making scheme. She said she was going to get up early and hit all the garage sales.
What for?
Well, she's looking for bargains so she can resell them. She reckons she can get some terrific stuff if you get going early.
Oh, she's probably quite right.
Dad, she'll probably come back with a Volvo full of junk.
Oh, she hasn't taken the car, has she?
Oh, yeah, is there any problem with that?
Yes, the way Deborah drives, she probably has hit all the garage sales. Oh, Betty, you're still here.
Yeah, nearly finished, Mr. Kelly.
Right, typed up all those letters I gave you?
No, I mean, I'm nearly finished. I'll leave at 12 o'clock, remember? But don't worry, there's still plenty of work left for Monday.
Oh, yes, I should have known. Right, so tell me, Betty, how do you feel about this new arrangement?
Which one is that?
This one, you know, you work on Saturday morning so you can have an afternoon off during the week to study for night school?
Oh, this one. Yeah, it's really good. And working Saturday mornings is really good because there are no distractions.
To slow you down.
To wake me up. I had a lovely little doze about an hour ago.
Betty, I am not paying you to sleep.
Oh, no, well, but then I wake up all refreshed and I'm able to work at twice my normal lightning speed.
Hey, something happened to the photocopier?
Oh, I turned it off.
And something happened to the lights in here?
I turned them off.
What, has something happened to the typewriter? You turned it off. Okay, great. Now for the biggie. Why?
Why, which one?
I beg your pardon?
Well, do you want to know about the copier, the lights, or the typewriter?
Well, are there 3 different reasons?
No.
All right, well, I'll just settle for any one of them.
Well, it's because we have a glasshouse effect.
We have a greenhouse effect.
Have we? You mean there's 2 of them?
No, there's only one, and it's called the greenhouse effect. Anyway, what's that got to do with you turning everything off?
Well, I'm conserving energy. The less we use, the less we contribute to the...
Greenhouse effect.
Yeah, that.
Betty, the only contribution to the greenhouse effect around here are the little wisps of smoke that occasionally come out your ears.
Do they really?
Yeah, it's caused by your brain overheating. Whole chunks of it get burnt up every time you think.
Oh, you mean I'm using up my brain?
Oh, yeah, but don't worry. It only happens when you think. You've probably got years of fuel left in there. Here we go. Lunch.
Hi, Mr. Kelly. Hi, Simon.
How's he do it? All I got to do is mention the word and he arrives.
All right. So, how did the great white bargain hunter go? Did you bag a few precious antiques?
No, just the one. Ta-da!
Wow.
Isn't it terrific?
It's a plate. Well, what's so terrific about a plate?
It's not just a plate, you numbskull. It's a Royal Dalton.
So, you expect me to curtsy?
Listen, Dad, are you sure it's genuine?
Yeah, look, it's even marked on the bottom and everything.
I still don't see what the big deal is.
Big deal is, my thick-headed brother, that this plate is probably worth about $100.
100 for that?
Yes, and I got it for 3.
You're kidding.
No, it's great. There was this garage sale, and this little old lady was selling off all this stuff that her sister had collected. I mean, she had no idea how much it was worth.
Well, she only wanted $3 for something that's worth 100.
No, she wanted 5, but I beat it down to 3. Isn't it great?
That was really lovable of you, Deborah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, I thought you were going to get some drinks to go with the sandwiches.
Oh, pardon me, I'll rush into the kitchen right away and get you one. Suppose you want a sandwich, Nudge.
Oh, no thanks, Mr. Kelly. This one's just fine.
Get your own drink.
Mr. Kelly, I was wondering if you could do me a favour.
First of all, Nudge, I might ask one of you.
Yeah, sure, anything you say.
Could you try eating with your mouth closed?
It'd never work, Mr. Kelly. I mean, how would I get the food inside?
I mean, could you try chewing with it closed?
Hey, isn't that incredible? I never knew I could do that.
Now, what is it you want from me?
Well, I don't really know if I can ask.
Of course you can. Ask away.
No, it's asking too much.
Nudge, ask the favour.
No, I thought about it, and it's really too much of an imposition.
It is not an imposition.
You mean you'll do it?
How the hell do I know? I don't even know what it is.
Nudge, do me a favour. Ask the favour.
Oh, I really don't think I should.
Nudge, ask me the favour or I'll kill you very slowly, causing you great pain all the while.
Is there anything he won't do for a person?
Nudge!
Oh, if you insist. I mean, it's not such a big ask.
Then what is it?
Well, my Uncle Bernie is painting the living room at home, and it... Oh, the fumes are really awful.
So?
Well, I was wondering if I could stay here for a few nights.
Oh, that's easy. Definitely not.
Oh, come on, Dad.
Are you kidding? Don't you remember what happened last time he slept overnight?
Okay, so he snores a bit.
A bit. He shattered the glass door to the shower recess.
Dad, you only cracked that door, and I reckon it was faulty anyway. Oh, come on, Dad, what's the difference? He's here most of the time anyway.
Do you have any idea how I treasure those moments when he's not?
Yeah, well, think of this. If he sleeps here, you might end up seeing less of him.
Really? How do you figure that?
Well, at the moment, he sleeps at his place and comes over here to eat. Now, if he sleeps here...
He might go home to eat. Oh, I could save a fortune.
Definite possibility.
Nudge, of course you can sleep here.
Oh, that's great, Mr. Kelly.
Well, after all, what are friends for?
Yeah, and because I'm sleeping here, I won't have to go so far from the mills, will I? Maybe we should make it a permanent arrangement.
You're dead. Oh, never in all my born days have I ever heard anybody snore that loud. I mean, I've heard of snoring to wake the dead, but he could wake them up and kill them again. Oh, it's like having the Southern Aurora go down the hallway every 10 seconds. Hello? Hello there. I don't ask that you necessarily agree with me, but it might be nice of you to recognise my existence. That's it. No, just snoring has deafened them. It has destroyed their delicate eardrums. Oh, I should have seen this coming, poor children.
Dad, why are you sneaking up on me like that?
I didn't sneak up on you.
What?
What?
What is the matter with you two?
What?
Can you hear what he said?
What?
Get them out.
Ah?
Get them out.
Oh. That's a relief. For a minute there, I thought I'd gone deaf.
I don't have to ask. I suppose you slept really well last night. Yeah, didn't stir all night.
No.
I was the only one who was wide awake all night.
Oh, really, Mr. Kelly? What kept you awake?
Snoring.
Snoring? Well, how could you be snoring if you're awake all night?
I wasn't snoring, you were snoring.
Was I? That's funny. That's never happened before.
It always happens. You always snore.
Well, I've never noticed it.
That's because you're always asleep. It's only people who are awake who have to put up with your snoring.
Well, I promise it won't happen again.
No, you bet it won't. And to make sure it doesn't, from now on, when you're sleeping here, you're sleeping here.
Oh, come on, Dad, that's not fair.
I don't care. It's the furthest I can get him from a bedroom. I should not sleep in the tool shed.
Sofa's just fine. Actually, I'll be quite comfortable on these cushions.
Not on them, under them. That's right. You can pile them on your head. I think he's having some kind of nightmare.
Nudge, wake up! Nudge, wake up! Nudge!
It doesn't work. I read somewhere that the only way to wake someone like this is to slap them across the face.
Oh, let me.
Do you mind? We have to do this carefully.
Come on, Simon, deck him.
Deck him? That's very charitable of you, Deborah.
Well, he woke me up.
All right, stand back.
Oh! All right, Simon, what do you think you're doing?
I have to wake you. Wake me?
Yes, you're having a nightmare.
Oh, yeah!
You're awake.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was terrible. I thought he was going to get you, Mr. Kelly.
Get me? Who get me?
Well, you were there, and there was this tall, dark figure behind you with a scythe. It was the Grim Reaper. It means that something terrible is going to happen.
Nudge, that's just superstitious nonsense. I mean, Dad never goes bowling.
Felt so real.
It was only a dream. Dreams aren't real.
Well, I don't know about that. I felt a real sense of doom.
Maybe it was a premonition.
That's it. Yes, yes. What is a premonition?
Some people believe dreams can foretell disasters, but believe me, Nudge, nothing disastrous is going to happen. It's a whole load of superstitious nonsense.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, of course it is. Now, come on, everybody get back to bed while we've still got time to get some sleep. Oh, Simon, can you leave the light on? It'll help Nudge feel safer.
Of course it will.
Coffee be ready in a minute, Mr. Kelly.
Oh, thanks, Betty. I hope it'll help keep me awake. Oh, boy, it's really hard to get back to sleep after you've been woken up, isn't it?
No?
Why do I ask?
Only I do believe it is a problem for people approaching their twilight years.
Oh, thank you very much. This really made my day.
Mr. Kelly, you don't think there's anything in this stream of nudges, do you?
No, of course not. Look, I'm a rational person. I do not believe in superstition. Nothing's going to happen. Touch wood.
If you say so, I'll just get the coffee.
You see, Betty, you can't let this mumbo-jumbo rule your life. If you believe something bad is going to happen, you'll go out of your way to make it happen.
I suppose so.
Oh, hi, Betty. Hi, Mr. Kelly.
Hi, Nudge.
Nudge, for goodness sake, snap out of it.
Has it happened yet, Mr. Kelly?
No, it hasn't.
Never mind. It will.
Oh, boy. Things are a real bundle of laughs when he's around, isn't they?
Well, I think we deserve a little break, don't we?
Do we?
Yeah, well, you've been very busy with both. I mean, you've been working on that townhouse plan all morning, and I've been...
Yes?
And I...
Go on.
And I haven't. But I have been assisting you with my mental thought waves. They've been spurring you on.
Oh, is that what it was? I thought my fillings were receiving radio messages from deep space.
Oh, Mr. Kelly, have a biscuit. They're homemade.
Oh, what are they? Anzac cookies? Fudge brownies?
Born-again biscuits.
Born-again biscuits? You mean they've got some sort of religious significance?
No, they're ecologically responsible. They're made from an environmentally friendly recipe.
Of course they are.
See, they're non-baked biscuits. I just gather up some old biscuit crumbs from the biscuit tin and reform them into biscuit shapes. You want? Try it.
Not bad. A little bit chewy, but I kind of like that. So, what did you use to bind them together? Kofa?
Not exactly.
Oh, some other non-baked shortening.
Yeah, what Mum used to make chocolate crackles with.
Oh, what was that?
Perkins paste.
Come on, Nudge, snap out of it. It's only a dream.
It was not just a dream, Simon. I felt those clammy hands on my neck and that fetid, rotten breath in my face.
Oh, Nudge, that was just Simon trying to wake you up.
Debbie,
You said?
blow it out your ear.
I tell you, something terrible is going to happen.
Nudge, relax. Nothing's going to happen. It's all superstition.
What are you doing with that plate?
I am eating a sandwich.
You totally out of your senses?
Well, that's me. Totally unhinged. I'm always doing insane things like picking up a plate and putting food on it.
That plate, you jerk. You vandal, I told you that plate's worth $100.
You pay $100 for a plate you can't even use.
It's a very valuable plate.
Yeah, and the sandwiches weren't anything to be sniffed at either.
Putting your sandwiches on Royal Dalton is like having a silver-plated pig trough.
Yeah. Where'd you get one of them from?
Oh, shut up. Simon, why'd you have to use that plate?
The dishes were dirty. Dad didn't do the washing up. He's getting very slack, you know.
Maybe you should have a word with him.
Simon, give me the plate.
Okay.
No! Don't try and take it while I'm in the laundry. Oh, no, you know, I can sense these things. Got a built-in greed meter.
Maybe that's like me. I mean, like being cursed with the second sight. I tell you, Simon, it's no fun.
Is that right? Well, you should try hanging around someone cursed with the second sight.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a regular riot. We're all doomed. It's the end of the world. I mean, it's real side-splitting stuff chatting to you lately.
I warn you, Simon, something terrible is going to happen.
Well, you can relax. It has.
Hey, terrific.
I mean, what is it, Mr. Kelly?
I just opened the door to get out of the car, and this other car came out of nowhere and took it right off.
The whole door?
The whole door. It was a little old man wearing a hat. Why do they always have to wear hats?
There you go. There's your disaster.
Good news, fellas. The washing machine just piled up and exploded. There's your disaster, Nudge.
There. Now are you happy?
Happy? Why should I be happy?
Well, you've not only got one disaster, you got two. Your prophecy's fulfilled.
Oh, Simon, are you really so naive? Everybody knows these things always come in threes.
Come on, Nudge. We're going to have to find the third disaster somewhere.
It's no good, Simon. It's still going to happen. I can sense it.
Well, how about this? A landslide in Peru. That sounds good.
Nah, that's not it.
Well, what about this one? Disastrous flood in Canada. Now, that could be it.
No. Look, these things are all too remote. I sense it's going to happen here, in this country.
Hey, Jason Donovan's doing a series of concerts next week.
Yeah, I don't think that's quite bad enough.
Hi, kids. How are things?
Oh, not too good, Betty. We can't find a disaster bad enough to make Nudge happy.
Oh, well, keep trying. Oh, Mr. Kelly, I got that grass paper you wanted.
Thanks, Betty. How are things in the living room?
Oh, terrible. They're all in a dreadful state.
It's like waiting for the third shoe to drop.
They're yours?
Oh, it's that old saying, you know, when your upstairs neighbour takes off his shoe and you wait for it to drop, and then you wait for the second shoe to drop? course, you'd never have a third tube.
No. Oh, well, you could.
Eh?
Well, your neighbour might have a friend with him with only one leg.
Yeah. Yeah,
Or
but
his friend might have 2 legs, but your neighbour might only have 1 leg. Or they could be three of them and they might all only have 1 leg.
Betty, drop it. Ow! Betty, don't do that.
Mr. Kelly, that's job demarcation. It is my job to answer the phone in this office.
Well, why didn't you do it?
Well, you don't want them to think we're just sitting around waiting for them to call, do you? See, this way they'll be thinking, boy, that Martin Kelly is as busy as a one-armed paper hanger. I hope they can fit me in. See? It's business psychology.
Betty. See?
Well, don't worry about it. If it's important, they'll ring you back. Oh, you gotta laugh, haven't you? Hello, Martin Kelly Architectural Services.
Well, who is it?
No, he's not here.
Just say it. Here I am.
No, he's not usually here.
I'm here all the time. Look.
No, he's in the living room at the moment.
Who's in the living room?
Simon, it's for Simon.
Simon, there's a call for you. And tell your friends not to call on this line.
It's the same one as the line out there.
Yeah, well, tell them not to call at all. If they want to talk to you, tell them to call someone else. What was that?
Oh, that'll be Debbie.
All right, I've had it. I can't stand the suspense anymore. You want a disaster? I'll give you a disaster.
Oh, no, Deborah, don't.
No, Dad, it's my plate. I cheated that lady fair and square for it. There you go. There's your disaster. I just smashed $100.
Well, that could be it, I suppose.
Hey, guess what? A water pipe burst at McDonald's, flooding the whole kitchen. It'll be closed for a week.
Now, that's a disaster.
Here we are. Gee, it's nice to have Nudge back to normal, isn't it?
Betty, to my way of thinking, the words nudge and normal do not sit comfortably together.
I suppose that's right.
Let's just say it's nice to have Nudge not being some sort of latter-day Nostradamus.
Oh, Nudge Tradamus, you mean? Gee, it was a pity about Debbie's lovely plate, but...
Yeah, well, Betty, them's the breaks.
Well, as my mother always used to say, the best thing after a decent disaster is a nice, good cup of tea.
Well, your mother was a very wise woman, Betty.
No, she wasn't. Dad reckoned she was silly as a snake.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Dad used to say, woman, what bleeping use is a cup of tea to a man whose shed's just burned to the ground with his new tractor inside? Get me a drink right away.
Well, at least one of them was wise.
Yeah. Oh, have a biscuit, Mr. Kelly.
Oh, they're not those, new wave biscuits or whatever you call them, are
Born-again biscuits?
they? Yeah.
No, they're just plain old family assorted.
Oh, that's all right then.
Yeah, it's a pity that my born-again biscuit recipe didn't quite work, Mr. Kelly.
Well, never mind, Betty. Can't have a winner every time.
No, but I was hoping that they'd become really popular and everyone would start making them. Think of the energy we'd save.
Well, Betty, believe me, single-handed, you are doing more than any person I know to conserve energy.
Really? What makes you say that?
I've seen the way you type.
Is a Gary Riley production for the Australian Television Network.
minutes.
Coming. Yes, Dad.
Simon, what is that?
A tree.
No.
A fence.
No.
A lamppost.
No.
A letterbox.
No.
A garden.
No.
A flower, hedge, footpath.
No, 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 no. It is the front gate.
See, you didn't need me after all. Now, do you want to take the prizes and go, or will you come back tomorrow?
Simon, did you or did you not say you were going to fix the front gate?
Oh,
So you lied.
no, I didn't. I'm still going to.
When?
Dad, do you have to have everything spelled out in detail? Is there no zen in your life?
Zen? What is this Zen?
Go with the flow. I mean, after all, we're just fishing the cosmic river of life.
Well, we might all be fishing the river, but if you don't fix that gate, you are going to be up the creek.
Oh, hi, Deb.
Don't you hi-deb me.
Hello, Deb.
I'm warning you once, I am not in the mood for any of your short jokes.
Oh, I'd be very careful with her, Simon, when she's in this mood.
What's she going to do, bite me in the knee?
Deborah, what was all that about?
Ask him.
Simon, what was all that about?
How would I know? One moment we're discussing Zen Buddhism, the next thing I've been kneecapped by a gremlin.
Simon, you know what you did? Or more correctly, what you didn't do.
What didn't I do?
See, she agrees with me about the gate.
What gate?
Didn't you kick him because of the gate?
No, of course not.
Oh, would you like to?
What didn't I do?
You didn't tell me Alistair Ross had phoned. Now, I missed out on the date because of you.
Oh, is that all?
Is that all? Simon, how could you do that?
Don't blame me. It was your fault.
Hang on. I missed that. How come it's her fault?
Well, she didn't tell me last week when Cindy Livingston rang me.
Yeah, well, that's because you didn't tell me the week before that Tiffany had phoned me urgently.
Tiffany always calls you urgently. Anyway, you didn't tell me that Andy had rang me last month.
Yeah, but that's because you didn't tell me.
Oh, hang on. How far are we going to take this?
What?
Well, are we still going to be with your present life, or are we going to delve into your former life as a Zen Buddhist?
What are you talking about?
You're crazy, the pair of you. You're able to remember in fine detail all the calls you didn't get, but neither of you can remember to pass on a message.
Dad, that's not the point.
That's enough.
I'll get you for this, Simon.
That is enough. If anyone's going to be got around here, I'll do the gotting. Not one more word. I do not want to hear another word about phone messages.
Oh, morning, everyone. Any phone messages for me?
Of course not.
Oh, any breakfast then?
No. Now get out.
Fair enough.
Oh, hang on, wait. Why would there be phone messages for you here?
Because I always give people this number.
Why?
Because I'm always here, aren't I? There'd be no point giving people my number. I'm hardly ever home.
Well, in future, you will give them your number, all right?
Oh, I don't think I can do that.
Why not?
Can't remember it.
You can't remember your own phone number?
Well, of course not. I mean, I never ring myself, do I?
Come on. Must be an empty one here somewhere.
Captain Hardy, I can see no signal. Give us a kiss then.
Lord Nelson, the Spanish fleet approaches. Quick, steward, hand me brown trousers. This is fun.
Arr! Jim lad, hoist the Jolly Roger.
We don't have a Jolly Roger, Captain Silver.
All right then, hoist the Grumpy Roger, you swab.
Fire one! All right, Betty, get to work.
Oh, I love it when you're like that.
Like what? I wasn't like anything. Now get to work.
You're just a great big kid at heart, aren't you?
I am not a great big kid. I'm a ruthless businessman. Now get to work or you're fired.
If you say so.
I do.
Arr.
What?
Nothing.
Good. Then you can photocopy these, please.
Oh, couldn't you do it?
Why do I have to do it? Why can't you do it?
Well, because you've got a darker complexion than mine.
All right, as long as there's a good reason. What the dickens are you talking about?
Well, see, people with fair complexions like mine are more susceptible to the ultraviolet rays.
Betty, the word is ultraviolet rays, and I have told you before, there are none coming from this machine.
No, not just the machine, from up there.
What, the ceiling?
No, from the ozone layer.
What?
The ozone layer. I read all about it on the weekend.
Betty, it's the ozone layer. Ozone. Ozo is something they drink in Acropolis now.
Isn't that oxide?
No, they're cubes of compressed beef.
Oh, well, whatever. It's got holes in it.
Oh, dear, it's hard, isn't it? What has?
The oxo layer.
Okay, if it makes you feel any better, we'll call it the oxo layer, okay? We'll all pretend that the world is surrounded by a fine mist of beef soup. Now, what is the matter with it?
It's got holes in it.
Of course it has.
And I'm not going anywhere near that copier or the window without a hat on.
Are you totally insane, woman?
No, honestly, Mr. Kelly, the ultraviolet rays will come through the window and get me.
They will not. They cannot. The rays cannot come through the window.
Why not?
Because it's like a microwave oven, that's why.
You mean if I put a cat outside, it'll explode?
Betty, have you got a sharp blade handy?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Could you just run it across these?
Hello, is Anthony there, please? Hello, Anthony? Guess who this is? No, it's not. It's Jenny. No, I just wanted to ring up and talk. I don't know, just talk. Hang on.
Oh, hi there, Jen. Are you talking there?
No,
Well, are you listening then?
no,
Well, why are you just sitting there holding the phone?
I'm waiting.
For what?
I'm waiting for you to finish.
Oh, Jenny, you don't think I'd eavesdrop on your conversation, do you? Look, I'm just watering the plant. You go right ahead. I will not listen, I promise.
Hello, Tony?
Tony who?
I knew it, you're listening!
No, I'm not.
Debbie! Have you seen Debbie anywhere?
Now he's listening too!
He's not listening, he's shouting, and if he keeps shouting at me, he will be in big trouble.
I'm sorry, Dad. I'm just so annoyed with Debbie. Debbie!
You're shouting again?
I'm shouting at her. I thought that was okay. Debbie! If you don't come in here, I'm going to go to your room and I'm going to starch all your shoulder pads! It's driving me crazy. Do you have any idea what it's like having a woman in the house?
All right, Deborah, what have you done?
Who knows?
What are you doing here? How long have you been here?
5'2".
Dad, she's ignoring me. How long have you been ignoring me?
Since I was 9.
She's ignoring me. Dad, make her stop ignoring me.
What has she done?
Look, she's been using my comb.
Oh, wow. Let's hang her from the ceiling rose straight away.
Can I have a little privacy, please? I'm on the phone here.
All right, Jenny, sorry. Okay, come on, everyone, in the kitchen.
Oh, Dad, why do we have to move? Why not make Jenny move?
Well, it's only fair. She was there first.
Oh, well, if that's the standards you're working by, I was there 5 years before her.
Okay, you're right. Back in. We're in. You're out. On your bike.
Dad?
It's a walk-around phone. Walk around with it.
Now, you stop using my comb, all right?
Simon, what makes you think I've been using your ridiculous comb?
Because, look, it's all choked up with blonde hair. Look.
Well, it's not mine.
Well, whose else is it then? Who else has blonde hair and uses my comb? Well, it's not mine.
Maybe you're going bald.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I am not losing my hair.
Well, not as long as you don't lose your comb.
Dad, I am 19.
So what?
So he's in the prime of his lust.
People don't go bald at 19. I do not go bald ever. It's not fair. Why should I go bald? Front. Maybe I'm losing it at the back. Come in.
So, how long do you reckon you've got?
How long? How long till what?
Till you go completely bald.
Going bald? What makes you think there's anything wrong with my hair?
Well, you've got a hat on in the house.
So, I felt like wearing a hat.
Well, it's on back to front.
I was walking backwards.
Oh, so you're not going bald then?
Me? Definitely not.
Oh, well, that's good then. That's a funny word, isn't it? Bald. Yeah. I mean, it sounds like what it is. But old. Bald.
Oh, Leah, stop going on about it!
What's the matter with you?
All right, I admit I am just a little worried. Just a little.
Well, I mean...
Not much, just a little.
Is there anything I can do?
Yeah. Look, you promised not to tell anyone about this.
Of course.
I can't see the back of my head.
Well, I don't see that it matters. I promise I won't tell anyone.
That's not what I mean. I mean, I want you to look at the back of my head to see if there's a bald spot there.
Oh, okay. Can't tell.
Why not?
Well, there's all this hair in the way.
Come on, let's get out of here. I've had this.
Don't I get any privacy around here? Tony, forget it. I'll fax you.
Okay, lunchtime's over. Everyone back on their heads.
Oh, you always say that, and I always laugh. I wonder why.
Because it's a very old joke, Betty.
Yeah, I've never heard it.
Well, never mind that. Come on, let's get back to work. We've got a lot to get through.
Yeah, we certainly have. You know, it's amazing, isn't it?
What was that?
Well, I was just reading in here all about how
Betty, stop.
It's yours?
I just said, back to work, lots to do.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that doesn't mean that we come in here and you start nattering on about what you read during your lunch hour, all right?
All right.
Fine.
Still say it's amazing.
What?
I said I still think it's amazing.
What is?
The cows, they're doing it.
What are they doing?
The oxo layer, they're responsible.
Well, of course they are. That's how you make oxo. You squash a cow in a big hydraulic press.
Not that one, the other one.
What, you mean the ozone layer?
Yeah, it's the cows. They're blowing big holes in it.
Betty, how could a cow possibly blow holes in the ozone layer?
Well, they do it when they... You know.
When they, you know. You mean with the bull?
Oh, no, not bull. No, the other. You know.
What? What?
Oh, when they... What?
Fluff.
Yeah.
Fluff.
Yeah, you know, when they... Fluff.
What is fluff?
When they let off.
Let off?
Yeah, you know.
Oh, you mean when they...
Fluff, yeah, please. Well, whenever they do it, they blow a big hole in the oxo layer. Yeah.
Well, Betty, what has that got to do with you and me, and more importantly, this design of Mr. Barrington's townhouse?
Well, we all got to do our bit.
Right. I'm going to do my bit. I'm going to put a sign on this townhouse saying no pets, no hawkers, and no fluffing cows.
Good. And from now on, we're going to have condensed milk in our tea.
Condensed milk? What for?
Because it comes out of a can. And I'm not having anything that comes out of a cow.
He's in there. Are you sure? Now you heard the shower start?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, hi, girls. What's happening?
You're just in time, Nigel. We're about to really get Simon.
Oh, don't be mean. He's been really upset about this bald business.
Yeah, isn't it great?
He's had a hat on all day long. He won't take it off in case anyone sees his bald spot.
Well, it serves him right. Oh, Samantha, hi.
You're ringing his girlfriend?
Samantha, listen, Simon wants to speak to you. Yeah, he won't be a minute. Go get him.
Simon! Samantha's on the phone for you!
Yeah, okay.
She's in a phone booth and the bus is coming. She says hurry because it's urgent.
Coming.
He's on his way. I'm out of here.
Tell her not to hang up. Hi, baby.
Samantha, I'm sorry. Simon had to drop everything and run, but don't worry, he'll be back in a flash.
Oh, come on, Simon. Let's go out somewhere. It'll take your mind off it.
Off what?
Off going bald.
Will you stop saying that word?
Well, I'm sorry, but let's go out.
Staying here.
Oh, look, you can't stay here for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a hermit.
Bald one. I forgot.
What's it matter? I'm a laughing stock anyway. I bet you Debbie told Samantha all about it.
Yes, Samantha said it was a real scream. Well, you don't want to hear about that.
Why did I ever put this thing on?
You know, I reckon that was a good idea. I reckon it's the shower that's sending you bald. Well, that's making your hair fall. Well, it's causing you a problem.
Shower? What would that do?
You see, all that rushing water would loosen your hair, and then the fluoride would weaken it.
Fluoride?
Yeah, it weakens your hair.
Nudge, if the fluoride in my shower weakens hair, how come you're not going bald?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? I use a different shower. And I use it a lot less than you do.
What am I going to do? If I go bald, my life is finished.
Oh, no. Look, there's lots of famous, successful men who are bald.
Name one.
Yul Brynner.
Nudge, his life is finished.
Oh, yeah. Well, look, if you're really worried, there is one thing we could try.
There is?
It's old Clem's surefire poultice.
Clem from the golf course?
Yeah, see, he reckons his poultice would grow hair on a block of wood.
And did it?
Well, we tried it on Barney Carroll's head.
And what did he reckon about it?
Oh, he swore by it.
Did he?
Yeah, we put it on his head when he was asleep, and when he woke up, he didn't stop swearing for half an hour.
What's in...
Oh, natural things.
Natural is good. What sort of natural things?
Enzymes.
Enzymes, yeah?
And calcium for strength.
Calcium. Calcium is to rip weight.
There's more. It's full of ingredients.
But is it proven?
Oh, yes. Just as the ink gets into this fluid, so does Nudge. Sorry, I got carried away. But it really works.
What else is in it?
Oh, just some other natural stuff.
Like what?
Oh, you don't want to know.
I do want to know.
Well, there's not much of it.
Not much of what?
Chicken manure.
Chicken manure. You want me to cover my head with chook poo?
Oh, it's natural.
Yeah, only the chickens, even they don't stick it on their head.
Well, I was only trying to help.
What makes you think I would use that? Why would I smear rancid chook poo all over my head?
Well, it'd hide the fact that you were bald.
Hi, girls. What's happening?
Oh, hi, Dad. Just teaching Jenny to knit.
Really?
Yeah, but she didn't tell me it was going to be this hard.
Well, Jenny, it's an important skill for a girl to have.
Dad, if God had meant us to knit, he wouldn't have given us Benetton. Yeah, but if you can't knit, you won't be able to take part in my great project.
Oh, what great project is that?
Well, I figured that if we could just collect up all the hair that Simon's been losing, then we can knit ourselves a new brother.
Debbie.
Well, let's face it, Dad. We're going to do better than the one we got.
You're being very hard-hearted about all this.
Oh, Dad, it's no big deal. He's only shedding. Maybe we shouldn't let him in the house.
Deborah, this is no laughing matter. Simon is very upset about losing his hair.
Yeah, I know. It's terrific, isn't it?
No, it's not. He won't talk to anyone. He won't go out. He's lost all his self-confidence.
Oh, well, let's face it, Dad. He did have a lot to lose.
I just went to his room and he wouldn't even open the door.
Well, with any luck, he might make that a permanent arrangement.
And then I went to your room and I found this.
Oh, you did?
What is it, Dad?
It's a plastic bag full of blonde hair. Where'd you get it?
Well, the hairdresser saved it up for me.
And you've been sneaking into Simon's room and putting it in his comb and on his pillow and in the shower, haven't you?
Well, Daddy deserved it. I mean, you know what he did to
I
me?
don't care. I want it to stop right away. Understand?
Yeah, but Dad...
Understand?
Yes, Dad.
Good. Then we'll say no more about it.
Debbie, that was really sneaky, really vicious.
I know.
I'm really proud of you.
Ta-da! I am proud to announce that the emergency is over.
No more going bald?
No hair in the comb, no hair in the pillow, no hair in the shower. Nudge's poultice really did the trick.
Yeah, he told us about that, the chook poo.
It wasn't pleasant, but I did it.
You actually put it on your head.
Dad, it wasn't just for me. I thought about all those women I have yet to meet, and I thought it wouldn't be fair if I wasn't as perfect as I could be.
I may vomit.
I did it for them. I tell you what, I had to leave my head covered for 3 hours, but I stuck to it.
Or it stuck to you.
How do you could be so stupid as to keep your head wrapped in chook poo for 3 hours? What a klutz.
Don't laugh too loud. I use your shower cap to do it.
Mr. Kelly, I got the answer.
Oh, Betty, I'm so proud of you, but have you got the question? That's the question.
What question?
The question to the answer that you've got.
I don't know, but the answer is parsley.
Parsley.
Yeah, isn't it wonderful?
Oh, of course it is. I'm just delaying fainting with excitement until the tea break.
It just came to me during the night.
What did?
Parsley.
parsley, of course.
Oh, this is some sort of perambulating parsley, isn't it?
No. It's just a figment of speech. I mean, I actually just thought of parsley during the night.
As one so often does in these troubled times. Betty, why did you think of parsley?
Well, because if you eat parsley, it stops you fluffing.
Betty, I do not fluff.
Oh, no, I mean, well, it stops one fluff.
Which one?
Everyone. So, all we got to do is get the farmers to feed their cows parsley and the oxo layer will be safe.
You think so?
Of course. If the cows stop blowing holes in it, we'll all be better off. We will save the world with parsley power.
Well, Betty, you just may be able to get the farmers to feed their cows parsley.
Yeah.
And that may stop them blowing holes in the ozone layer.
It will.
But what do you plan to do about nudge?
Is a Gary Riley production for the Australian Television Network. Damn it, still loose. I could kill Simon for losing all my screwdrivers. Come on, tighten up, will you? Nothing worse than trying to tighten a loose screw with a knife. And there's nothing worse than having a screw loose.
Oh, morning, Mr. Kelly.
Yeah, speak of the devil and hear his wings flap. Morning, Betty.
What are you doing?
Oh, I've got a screw loose.
Oh, Mr. Kelly, don't be too hard on yourself.
Betty, I need a screwdriver.
Well, you have come to the right secretary. Look.
Oh, good. Give me it.
No, but it won't work if you use it.
What do you mean it won't work? Of course it'll work. It's a screwdriver. It'll work for anyone.
But this is a left-hand screwdriver.
What are you talking about, a left-hand screwdriver? There's no such thing.
Well, there is, because I got it in my left hand, my special left-handed person's toolkit.
But you're not left-handed.
No, I'm a Catholic.
I don't think I want to discuss this.
And Catholics aren't allowed to be left-handed. It's a commandment.
Oh, I see. Pope wrote you a letter. Did he saying, Betty Wilson, I forbid you to be left-handed?
Well, he might have said that, but I don't know it.
Why not?
Because I don't read Italian.
Betty, you've only been here 30 seconds and you've scrambled my brain already.
Well, it's like no meat on Fridays.
What?
It used to be a mortal sin to eat meat on Fridays or to be left-handed.
Oh, nonsense.
And boy, if you were caught being left-handed in a butcher shop on Friday, you were in big trouble.
Well, they've changed their minds. You can eat meat on Friday now.
Well, if they can change their mind, I can change my hand.
I don't understand any of this.
It's like talking to a child. Mr. Kelly, I was supposed to be left-handed, but Sister Maury made me change.
Did she?
Yeah. Anytime she caught me using my left hand, she hit me with one of those 7 different kinds of Australian hardwood rulers.
Yes, and 7 different kinds of Australian hardwood head.
Oh, that's why I'm suppressed.
Suppressed? You're suppressed?
Yeah. Inside this apparently normal and sophisticated right-handed person, that's me, there is a left-handed person screaming to escape.
Well, let her out. Anything could be better than what we've got.
Hello? Not interrupting anything, am I?
Oh, yes, you are, and thank God for it.
Hi, Jeanette. Hi, Betty. What's new?
Oh, well, you're not a Catholic, so you wouldn't understand.
Don't ask. Don't even think of asking. What can I do for you?
Well, I just popped over to see if you had a double boiler saucepan I could borrow.
Yeah, I think so. Let's go and have a look. Betty, sit. So, what are you cooking?
Oh, please, don't ask me that.
Oh, why not?
Because you know what'll happen. I'll tell you, and you'll say, oh, that's not the way you cook. Whatever it is, I'm going to cook, and then we'll have a fight.
Oh, I won't say that.
You always do, Martin. Oh, can I borrow the flour sifter while you've got it?
Sure, what do you want it for?
Never mind.
Okay, there you go. Well, at least you can tell me if you're cooking for some special occasion.
Well, I'm having a little celebration. It's the 2nd anniversary of my divorce.
Oh, is that the kind of thing you celebrate?
It is if you were married to Trevor. Thanks.
Anytime. So, what are you cooking? Oh, you don't need a double boiler for hollandaise sauce.
And that's why I wanted the flour sifter.
No, I didn't. Oh, she didn't tell you about that, did she? Oh, she's a dag. Just a moment.
What are you talking there?
No.
Why, are you listening?
No, I'm waiting.
Waiting? What for?
For you to go away.
Oh, so Jenny's acting a bit weird lately?
Jenny's been weird ever since she found out that Humphrey B. Bear had a man inside him.
Oh, she keeps sitting around holding the phone saying nothing. I mean, what's she up to?
Did she know? She's talking to a boy.
No, is that all? A boy? All right. What boy? Who boy?
Down, boy.
Give me that. Now, you listen here. You stop pestering my sister. Do you understand?
Simon! What are you doing, Dad?
What's going on here?
Dad, she's starting to ring boys now. How long is this? Dad, there's this boy ringing Jenny.
He doesn't ring me, I rang him.
Did you hear that? She's now ringing boys. Yeah, you know what that means?
Yes, enormous telephone bills.
Dad, this is no joking matter. I mean, what sort of parent are you?
Simon, I'm gonna get you.
Oh, come on, no, it's
Quiet, all of you.
Honey, Mr. Kelly, I can't work on Saturday.
Only, Betty, you can't work on any day.
Oh, there's no need to get grumpy about it.
Now, Jenny, you're far too young. You can't.
Right, that's it. Don't try and stop me.
What are you doing?
I'm running away from home. I should have done it years ago, before you all started walking. Yes, what do you want? Oh, Jenny, I'm sorry. What can I do for you?
Was it something I said?
Oh, no, it's just the family's driving me mad. Come into the living room.
Well, I brought back your saucepan. Sorry. I cleaned most of the burnt part off it.
I take it the hollandaise sauce wasn't successful.
It committed suicide. Self-incineration is an ugly thing to watch.
Look, I tell you what, why don't you come over for dinner tomorrow night and I'll cook something really nice.
Oh, that's kind of you, but...
After all, you shouldn't be alone to celebrate your divorce.
Are you sure you understand the concept of divorce, Martin?
Come on, come over. We'll have a nice quiet dinner with the family.
With that family? That'd be like having a quiet dinner with Darryl Eastlake.
Okay, I'll talk. Go on, come over. We'd love to have you.
Oh, okay, I'd love to.
Oh, excuse me. I better get that.
I'll put this in the sink to sew.
Mum, what are you doing here?
I'm waiting to hear how pleased you are to see me.
Well, of course I'm pleased to see you. I suppose you'll be staying?
Oh, of course.
Of course.
I've just been on safari in Africa, and I've come straight here from the airport. You can bring all those things in now.
Oh, my God, you've brought a Zulu bearer with you.
Oh, don't be silly. It's Sludge.
Sludge? Where?
Right there. I found him outside.
Oh, morning, Mr. Kelly. There you go, Simon's granny.
Now, Sludge, you can call me Mrs. Kelly Senior or Simon's grandmother, but Simon's granny sounds like some child's card game.
Oh, sorry, Simon's grandma. Hey, Simon home?
Yeah, he's in the kitchen.
Bye, Simon's granny. Ma.
I mean, it's only a little thing, but it's important, these little... Martin, who is that woman standing behind you?
Oh, Mum, Mrs. Kelly, this is my neighbour, Mrs. Taylor.
That's Ms.
What is, dear?
I am, dear. Ms. Taylor.
Oh, no, I've often wondered exactly what a Ms. is.
Well, in my case, it's a Mrs. that missed.
Divorced?
Oh, Mum, you know very well I'm a widower.
Oh, not you, her.
Well, I better be going now, Martin. Bye.
Bye. Nice seeing you, Mrs. Taylor.
Hello, Debbie.
Hi, Grandma. Hey, Dad, does she get in my room again?
Oh, Deborah, your grandmother is a welcome guest and she can sleep anywhere she likes.
Debbie, would you take my things to your father's room, please, dear?
My room?
Oh, well, I mean, a woman of my age needs room around her and privacy. Oh, I know the girls will be absolutely so disappointed because I'm not bunking in with them.
Oh, devastated, Grandma.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
Well, you can move in with Simon.
So, did you enjoy Africa, Grandma?
Oh, it's a fascinating country, Simon. Do you know, the Maasai tribe have a culture that goes back thousands of years.
Is that right?
Mind you, they can't make a decent cup of tea. They drink cow's blood.
I suppose that would spoil the flavour of your early morning Earl Grey.
Simon, let me look at you. Have you grown even bigger? And Debbie, what about you? Have you grown... No, you haven't, darling.
I'm still waiting for my growing spurt, Grandma.
And Sludge, you haven't changed.
Hello, Simon's grandma.
You were wearing that same T-shirt a year ago.
It's my favourite one.
Oh.
Well, we better be going. See you at dinner, Grandma.
See you later.
Bye-bye, darling. Bye. Oh, it's lovely to be here with my family and loved ones.
Mr. Kelly. Oh. Hello, Mrs. Kelly.
Betty, there is no need to curtsy to my mother.
Don't badger the girl, Martin. I mean, if it makes her feel comfortable.
Yes, Betty, what is it?
Oh, honey, Mr. Kelly, I can't work on Saturday on account of Marianne Tui's wrist.
Who the hell's Marianne Tui and what's wrong with the wrist?
She's a goal shooter for a netball team, and I'm the only reserve, and she won't be able to play on Saturday because of an accident at training.
Oh, to her wrist?
Yeah. Well, you know how easy it is to sort of, well, if you accidentally get bumped and accidentally get knocked over on the bitumen court, you can sprain your wrist really easily, accidentally.
Well, then you'll just have to work on Sunday.
Oh, that's even better. Then I'll get paid double time.
No, you won't. If you choose not to work on Saturday, I'm not paying you extra.
Oh, well, I'll tell Marianne she just has to play then.
But she sprained her wrist.
Oh, well, it hasn't actually happened yet. I was going to accidentally do it at training tonight.
Martin? Debbie said you were looking for me a little earlier.
Oh, right, yeah, nothing too important. I just bought you a little celebrating a divorce present.
Oh, Martin, you shouldn't have. Oh, that's really nice. A scarf, a silk scarf. Oh, it's lovely, thank you.
Morning, Miss Turner.
Oh, morning, Mrs. Kelly. Did you sleep well?
No, I did not. I tossed and turned all night. I don't know how you expect me to sleep on that mattress of yours, Martin.
Mum?
I mean, a woman of my age needs her own bed to sleep in.
How can you say that? You've just been tramping all over Africa. How did you sleep on safari?
Oh, perfectly well. I took my bed with me. I mean, that's why they have native porters.
Martin, thanks again. Bye.
You want to watch that one? She set a cap at you.
Oh, Mum, don't be so ridiculous.
Oh, I can tell, I know. I mean, she gets that look in her eye every time she's around you.
What look?
Like a crocodile watching a big dopey bullock coming down to drink.
Oh, thank you for the flattering description. Well, anyway, what would be so bad if she had set her cap at me, which she hasn't?
Martin, she is divorced.
So what?
I mean, you know what they say about divorced women.
No, what do they say about divorced women?
Used goods.
Mum, if it comes to that, I'm used goods myself.
Oh, yes, but you weren't used very much. I mean, everybody knows about divorced women.
Mum, take a look around. The rest of us are almost up to the 21st century.
Yes, well, that's no reason to let standards slip. I do not approve of divorce.
Yes, as Dad knew only too well.
I'll have you know your father died a happy man.
Yeah, of course he did. He finally figured out how to get away.
I won't discuss this any further. You just watch that woman. Mark my words.
Mum, Jeanette is a perfectly nice woman, and she's a friend of mine.
Oh, she's a friend.
Yes, oh, a friend.
Yes, well, she's up to no good, and you can't see it. Jenny, what are you doing there?
I'm on the phone.
Well, don't just sit there, talk. That's what the instrument is for.
Mum, she's embarrassed. She's talking to a boy.
Oh, so now she has boys ringing her.
No, I rang him.
You what? This is Jennifer's grandmother speaking. This conversation is terminated. For your own good, which your father seems to be neglecting.
But that was...
Jenny, if you ring boys, you'll never get them to respect you.
But if I don't ring boys, I'll never get them to talk to me.
I'm your grandmother. I know best. Although certain people seem to find that difficult to understand.
Dad, what am I going to do? Between Simon and Grandma, my social life is finished. Hasn't even started yet.
Don't ask me. I'm just a big dopey bullock.
Up all my files. You've got everything out of order.
I mean, just look around you, Peggy. I mean, this office is inches thick in dust. I mean, what are you doing here, girl?
Changing my files over to left-handed.
You what?
I'm making all my files left-handed, see?
Oh, are you left-handed?
Not yet. I'm working on it. I'm a Catholic.
I see. And this is some Catholic equivalent of Buddhists reaching nirvana.
What is?
All Catholics have to be left-handed.
Do they?
I thought that was what you just said.
Oh, I don't know. Boy, it's hard to keep up with the way they keep changing the rules nowadays.
Yes, I'm sure it is.
Well, if I've got to be left-handed, it's lucky I got this.
Oh, what is that?
It's my left-handed Swiss Army knife, made in Poland. Everything in it is for left hand. See, even that thingy for getting stones out of horses' hooves.
Oh, is there much call for that around here?
Well, you never know.
No.
Well, I better get these file labels typed.
Martin, just come with me and look at this, will you?
Betty, what are you doing?
I'm typing, Mr. Kelly. I have to do it this way until you buy me a left-handed typewriter.
Aren't you going to do something about it?
Why should I? She's twice as fast that way. Et voila, this so beautiful hollandaise sauce. You taste?
Delicious.
And not made in the double boiler.
I sit corrected. Hello, Mrs. Kelly. You going for a run?
A jog. A woman of my age who doesn't run. What's that? Oh, that's usually made in a double boiler, isn't it?
That's the way I do it.
Oh, no, well, I didn't ever think that was necessary, really.
We're having a bit of a celebratory dinner tonight. Of course, you'll join us.
Oh, Martin, you darling. I thought you'd forgotten.
Forgotten? What's she on about?
Martin, when's your mother's birthday?
Birthday? Oh, 14th of this month. God, it's today! How did you know?
Well, that's the third time she said a woman of my age. And when a woman of her age says a woman of my age, it usually means she's trying to tell you something.
What?
Her age.
Oh, what am I going to do?
Have the dinner party. Tell her it's for her.
Oh, all the shops are shut and I haven't even got her a present.
Here.
Oh, Jeanette, I couldn't. Yes, I could. Thanks. So, Debbie, quick.
What's up, Dad?
It's Grandma's birthday.
When?
Now, today. So, I'm changing Jeanette's divorce dinner to Mum's birthday dinner. Quick, go and buy some presents.
But Dad, it's after 6. Nothing's open.
Well, only the milk bar or chemist.
Oh, that'll do. Buy some chocolates. Or perfume. Or soap.
Or corn plasters.
Okay.
Well, what are you waiting for?
We haven't got any money.
All right, come on, get a move on. Here, hurry. Quick, move.
Isn't that lovely? I've got soap on a rope from Simon.
And when the soap's finished, you still use the rope.
Genius. And I've got a perfume soap from Jenny and Debbie.
And this is from me.
Oh, slow. Oh, you shouldn't have. Oh, isn't he lovely? Salvo.
Well, Mum, this one isn't soap.
Oh, Oh, Martin. Oh, it's a scarf. Oh, it's beautiful.
Hey, that's just like the other one.
Which other one, Jenny?
The other one that I saw last week and said how lovely it was.
No, the one Dad gave Jeanette this morning.
Martin?
Mum, I think we better go in the living room. Look, Mum, you see... no, just go away. This was just getting good. Go. All right, Mum, look, I'm really sorry. I forgot your birthday, and Jeanette was kind enough to give me back the scarf so I could give it to you.
And what about the dinner party?
Well, that was for Jeanette, too.
So, you gave me a used present and a second-hand birthday party?
Well, it wasn't my birthday.
Oh, well, what were you celebrating then?
My divorce.
Oh,
don't tell her that.
You gave me a divorce party for my birthday party. You know how I feel about divorce.
Mum, don't start. Jeanette's got a terrible temper.
Happy birthday, Mother Kelly.
Mother Kelly?
I heard it was your birthday, so I bought you a special present, one that'll remind you of me.
Oh, I didn't need a moose head on the wall, Peggy.
You haven't got anything like this.
No, it's soap. More soap.
Yeah, but look carefully. It's left-handed soap.
Mrs. Kelly, I think you and I have a few things to sort out.
Is that why you asked me to step outside?
Yes. Now, you don't approve of me because I'm divorced.
Oh, call me old-fashioned if you will, but things were done differently in my time.
Well, I wish I'd been married in your time.
I beg your pardon?
Well, I didn't exactly get divorced for the fun of it. I did it because I was trapped in a marriage that had gone terribly wrong. Do you have any idea how bad that can be?
Oh, I shouldn't think to be yet.
And it hasn't been a bed of roses since. It's been lonely, hard, and at times downright heartbreaking.
So, now you think the world owes you something in return?
No, I do not. It was my choice. The world doesn't owe me anything.
Well, I'm glad you realised that.
Now, let me ask you a question. Why should I be telling you all this stuff about myself?
Well,
I'll put it another way. Is it any of your business?
Well, I think I have a right to...
No, you don't. You don't have any rights to my life.
Well, that's
you see,
what I meant.
The world may not owe me a living, but by the same token, I don't owe the world anything.
No, of course not.
And I don't owe you anything. No explanation, no apology.
You're right, Jeanette. I'm beginning to think that perhaps I owe you one.
Accepted.
I said perhaps. I do know what it's like to be alone, Jeanette.
Yeah, I suppose you would.
People forget all sorts of little things like parties and presents.
That's true.
And you've just given me both of yours. Thank you.
That's okay. There's one other thing. I don't want to marry your son.
Why not? What's the matter with him?
There's nothing the matter with him. I just don't want to marry him. Bye.
I think you should snap that girl up at once before somebody else gets up.
Is a Gary Riley production for the Australian Television Network.